Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Amy, your independent Scentsy consultant with Happily Scented Life, and I'm back today with my monthly video of wax goals, weight loss update, life update, just checking in video. So tonight is actually July 30th. I'm filming this now because I have a pretty lengthy day tomorrow, and it's also the last day of SFR. So between getting information on that, my workload, I'm probably not going to warm any wax tomorrow. So I figured, you know what? We're just going to round out the month a day early. Who cares? It's my goals. It's my life. I can do what I want. So it is late tonight. My hair still has curls in it. I'm surprised with the humidity, to be honest. Skincare, I do have my drink here in sync so JC and Joey can keep us company tonight. So for July, I carried over the same wax goal. I need to get my Scentsy collection down. I don't like when it hovers over the 300 mark, and realistically, I would like it under 200. If I can get my on-hand stash collection to even 150, that would be ideal, especially where I am taking in vendor wax, and I can't fathom trying a new vendor having so much Scentsy to still work through, and also still have vendor wax that I haven't even tried from last year. So even though I order small, you guys, I'm still running into the same problems that other people in the wax community are running into when they, order more than I do. I'm still having the same problems, right? So I carried over the same goal in June. So I started this wax goal in June. I've been doing a no buy, low buy for all of 2025, and I've been doing really good with it. So I did the same goal. So I wanted to get through 50 bars of wax for Scentsy. I wanted to try to finish 2 bricks and then still work on my testers and things like that. So I started July with 287 bars. That's what I had in my collection. In the month of July, I did not do so hot with my ordering. These flash sales killed me. So I ended up ordering 33 bars from the flash sale that we had in July. And then I was gifted 3 bars. So I took in 36. But I did warm through and completely empty 43 bars and 1 brick. So that left me ending July at 277. So I'm 10 less than what I started the month with. But keep in mind, I also ordered 33 freaking bars and took that in. So the fact that I was able to wash out everything that I took in and then 10 more, I see it as a win. So yeah, I didn't hit my 50 mark though. I was a little bit shy of that, but I do take into consideration that I was at my mom's quite a bit for the month. We also had a lot of great weather, so I really wasn't like in the house enjoying wax, changing it out much. And I did warm a lot of vendor in July too. I was trying to work on like Lavender and Speckles because I knew I was up for customs this summer, so I was definitely warming more vendor than I did last month. So that's where I'm at with Scentsy. What am I going to be doing for next month? I think I want to carry over the same goal. I did already curate my melting basket for August, which has a lot of like different things that I'm trying to work on. So it should allow me to get through a lot of these bars. But I am going to continue the goal, and I think instead of doing 2 bricks, I think I'm just going to hold myself to 1 brick, because honestly, the bricks that I have left, I don't have many spring summer bricks. I have a lot of fall winter. So I'll put that 2 brick goal back in once it's colder months and I start warming like a lot of my heavier fall stuff. I'll bring back the 2 brick goal. But yeah, so I think that's what I'm going to do for August. I'm going to try to shoot for 50 bars again and at least 1 brick. So yeah, so that's my Scentsy. I don't know what I'm going to do for Scentsy purchasing because August sucks for a month if you're trying to do a low buy, no buy, because for us consultants in August, on August 1st, we can get the early access to the 10 new fragrances that are going to be in the fall winter catalog. We can also get early access to the 5 new fragrances that are in the harvest collection. Then if there's any other LTOs, scent of the month, things like that. So I know I'm placing an order on August 1st because I do want to get the early access, and I do have commission. Thank you for anybody that ordered from me. I do appreciate it, because you guys ordering allowed me to have enough commission to cover the cost of getting these things. So I do appreciate that. So I will be able to order the 10 new scents for the catalog, the harvest collection. I'll be able to finally order the Huddle Up, which is the August scent of the month fragrance. And there is another LTO that's coming on Friday, but I'll be talking about that one when I do my end of month live recap, because I'm sure they're going to be talking about it because it releases on August 1st. So it's another 5-bar. It's another 5-bar collection with other stuff. So I will be placing an order, and I will be taking in at least 20 bars. Who knows what clearance is going to have. Clearance has been so insanely good lately that, oh my gosh, I just hope it's not so much that I go over my budget, but who knows. So I do plan on ordering, trying to still be strategic with my orders, group them, because I really don't want to pay $10 shipping all the time, all that jazz. Vendor. So I am up for customs for Lavender and Speckles. I actually just submitted my customs form to Beth, who's the owner of Lavender and Speckles. So I did go all out, unhinged. So if you love unhinged vendor hauls, in about 6 weeks on the channel, you're going to see one, because I've waited all year to order from Beth. All year. I have not ordered from Lavender and Speckles at all in 2025. Now, granted, I was able to get my fix a little bit because I did collaborate with Beth twice this year on some samplers. I did the English Countryside sampler with her for the Pride and Prejudice collection, and then for her August 1st pre-order, which is her fall pre-order, I did collaborate with her and did a fall pie sampler. So I was able to kind of get like a little bit of FOMO like relief there, because I was able to get a little bit of new scents from her by collaborating and things like that. So it kind of cured that itch just a little bit. But I was able to couple my customs order and bars that I wanted from the fall pre-order. So yeah, it's a big order. It's a big order, but I had money set aside for it. So we're fine. I knew it was going to happen. So that will be coming for vendor. And then also the other vendor that I always order from, which is one of my 2 favorites, Melty Memories. She currently has her Scents of Portugal collection on her website. And then this week she'll be also having her Canada collection. So she's going to be having those 2. They're like RTS collections. So once they're off the website, once they run out, they run out. I'm not purchasing anything from those. Not that they're not bad scents at all. They sound amazing, especially the Canada collection. Like, all those scents are just so fall. It's insane. But I know her fall pre-order is going to be epic. It usually is epic. Last year it was epic. I think I got 18 cents off of that list last year. So I'm kind of holding out and just waiting to order from Melty Memories in the fall, whenever she does her fall pre-order. So that's kind of like where I'm going with that. So I am skipping out on those 2 RTSs from Melty Memories, the Scents of Portugal and the Canada collection, but I'm holding out on fall, because I will do a massive order for fall for her, because I just know I'm hoping some of the returning scents come back and things like that. Now, Teddy Bees, I don't think I'm going to order any more from Teddy Bees for the rest of the year, just because I have about 9 or 10 scents in my stash, and I'm still warming them and still trying to gauge everything. So I'm not sure, like, how I feel on Teddy B's, because I do like some of her blends and some of them really work well for me. Like Surfside Sweet Shop, sugared chestnuts and apple butter. What's another one that works really well? Three Eye Raven worked really well in my house. Earth works really good in my house. Sunkissed. So I've, out of the, like, if I took all the Teddy B scents that I've ordered, about 50% of them have worked really good in my house. And then the other 50% have been like, meh. So it's like, I don't want to give up on that vendor yet. So I do want to still order from Teddy B's, but I don't think I'm going to order any more for the rest of the year. I think I'm just going to hold out and just wait for 2026 and take part like in the first pre-order or RTS that occurs next year. So that's how I feel about that. And then I do know that in 2026, I do want to add another vendor to my list of constant rotation. And I really want to order from Sweet Tooth Apothecary. I really, really do. And I also want to try Dessa's, because Veronica was raving about Dessa's and it performed really good in her house. And I've only ever had one from Dessa's. I think it was called like Oh Christmas Tree. And it was in one of those like single snap like brittle sticks or whatever, and it did perform really decent. So I am wanting to venture out, but I don't think that's in my budget or my horizon for the rest of 2025. So there's not going to be a lot of vendor hauls on the channel. Just be forewarned with that. Like I said, I'll have my huge Lavender and Speckles custom order, which will also encompass the fall blends that I chose. And then I will be participating in Veronica Melty Memories, her fall pre-order, whenever that is announced. I will be participating in that. Christmas stuff from Lavender and Speckles and Melty Memories, it's kind of on the, if I have money, I'll keep it small, but it's not something I'm like completely gunning to do. So just keep that in mind for vendor wax later in the year for the channel. That's kind of like where I'm going with it. So that's it for wax, really. Weight loss has sucked this month completely. So I'm going to be completely transparent with you guys. I have literally done for weight loss. I'm pretty much the same that I was last month, more pudgy in the face, but that's because I've been eating a crap ton of dairy, and I've been figuring out as I've been getting older that I just really don't react to dairy and gluten as I did before. Like, I can instantly see like inflammation and puffiness and swelling the minute I eat anything dairy. But I'm not lactose intolerant, so I don't know what that is. I know for a fact that gluten, carbohydrates, complex carbohydrates, that type of thing, like, or processed carbohydrates, I should say, like white bread, white pasta, white grains, all that stuff, starchy white food. I know that affects me. I get super bloated. It just takes days for the bloatness to go away. I feel like crud after I eat it. But I know that with all the other medical stuff I have wrong with me, that being on a low carb diet is what's best for my body. Do I always follow it? No. Honestly, it's just my lack of motivation this month, because I can do it. I have been that person where if I set a goal, I can reach it. I can get there. But if I just squirrel brain, it's literally hyperfixation, and then whatever I was working on is just left to the wayside. And that happens with all aspects of my life. I could literally be folding the laundry and then something pops in my head and it's like, okay, I don't care about folding the laundry right now. I'm just going to focus on what just popped in my head. And then by the time I realize it, like 2 hours has passed and the laundry's still on the couch. I don't know. I don't know if it's just me getting older. I don't know if there's just too much going on right now in my life that I just can't get in that mindset of meal prep on Sundays, have the food already ready so you don't have to worry about it, get the exercise and make a point to make time for yourself. I just don't know if this month was the right month, but I can't always use that as an excuse either. I can't always say, oh, it wasn't the right month. Next month will be better. No. I don't want to be fat and 40. I've already said this in my videos. I don't want to be fat and 40. I don't. And I have 7 months before my birthday. 7 months. So I really, really need to get my crap together. And I really need to buckle down and just get it freaking done. And I thought talking about it on the channel would make me have accountability, but honestly it didn't. It really didn't. And I've had good intentions. Like I've bought all the right food. Literally, I have. I just don't know. I don't know. It's frustrating. And it's also too, like, everything that I've got going on, like, health-wise, like with my thyroid. Now, mind you, everything's fine with it. Like, I know what I need to do. I know what medications I'm supposed to be taking. All that stuff. So it's not like I have all these medical problems and we don't know what to do with them and we don't know what's causing what. Yes, we do. We've already been diagnosed. We already know what type of lifestyle you're supposed to have. It's just sticking to it. It's consistency. And I lack that. I'm really good if I can make it over that 90-day hump. If I can make it over 90 days of doing the same thing, it no longer becomes a habit. It just becomes my life. It just becomes a constant thing that's going on. And I've seen that. Like with the times that I've done weight loss and I've really lost weight, it's always been those times that I was doing it consistently more than 90 days. That I really saw results, really saw a dramatic drop in weight, that it made a difference. And I just need to get to that 90-day mark. So I don't know what to do. And I think I'm trying to do everything that I used to do that was like guaranteed weight loss, like the keto, like intermittent fasting, you know, the watermelon fast, the beef broth, the egg fast, all those like things, right? Because I've done them before. Because when you're on keto, sometimes you have to like do a fast or like cheat one day to like re-trick your body to get it off a plateau or something like that. So I've done things like egg fasts before, we ate nothing but eggs for like 3 days straight. I've done the watermelon one where you've done nothing but watermelon for like a week. Beef broth where you just like drank beef broth and chicken broth and stuff like that. So I've done those types of things before. And yeah, they work, but they're just quick fixes that it's not fixing what's wrong with me. And I need the motivation. I need the consistency, and it's just trying to find it. So I apologize if I inspired anybody to get on a weight loss journey and I'm not riding that ride with you guys at the same time, because I just can't get my crap together. I promise I am going to be better in August. It just sucks that I'm going to be doing this at a time when it's going to be all yummy food and soups and breads, and pumpkin spice muffins are going to be back at Dunkin', and all these yummy drinks and the Halloween candy. And it's not even Halloween candy, honestly. You know what it is? It is soups and it is breads and muffins and baked goods and stuff like that. But honestly, I could deal without that stuff. I don't know. What's your week food? Because for me, it really isn't fast food, and it's not really candy or ice cream or any of that stuff. Mine is pretzels and crackers. Not really even chips, because I could do away with chips. It's freaking crackers and pretzels and popcorn. Those 3. That's why when people look at me, I feel like they think that I just eat nothing but fast food all day long and all this other stuff. It could be further from the freaking truth. Like, honestly, it could be. Yes, I have my vices. I have my Diet Pepsi. I probably will always be a Diet Pepsi girl. I don't know. It's just in me. But I still drink a crap ton of water all day long. I don't know. I think I'm rambling at this point. But yeah, so weight loss has sucked this month. No progress. Nothing to update you on other than I didn't do jack crap. But we'll get better. We'll get better. Life update, we're still doing renos in the house. It's slow going. We're running into all kinds of issues with that room. Once we got the walls done, we started doing the flooring. The floor is extremely unlevel, so we had to make a new frame and make sure that was level. That literally took almost all weekend last weekend. So now we're in the process of next weekend putting down the runners, blue board in between the runners, subfloor, click-clack floor. Pray for us. Yeah, other than that, it's pretty much just enjoying the summer until back to school starts. I still have to do back to school shopping. Is anyone just like randomly getting packages every day from crap that you're ordering online for back to school? Because I'm at that point right now. I just had Aeropostale drop off stuff. Dick's Sporting Goods had an online order for Caroline's Converse. Chuck Taylor high top sneakers that she needed in mint green. I can't say shit though, because when I was her age, I had to have the Adidas tennis shoes. If anybody in the 90s knows what I'm talking about, they came in all kinds of different colors. Like it was white, and then it had the Adidas stripes and the Adidas stripes, and then the word Adidas was like in a different color. I had to have the green ones. I had green, and I had all white, I believe. I also had the big old, we used to call them cockroach shoes, but I think they were called moonwalkers or something like that. There were these big white platform sneakers. I mean platform, like we're talking like 5 inches. And I mean, you could like crush somebody's finger if you stepped on it. And I remember loving it because I could wear my chunky, huge, flared out bell-bottom jeans from this place that was in the mall called J Silver. We had J Silver and we had Rainbows and we had Dots and Debs, and I used to shop at those stores all the time. But there was this one pair I had got in 8th grade, and they were like super, super tight from the thigh, and then once it hit the knee, it like spread out, and then I frayed all the bottom. They were perfect with those stomper shoes. But yeah, so she had to have those. So I had that come in. I had Target come in. Temu. Caroline ordered a whole bunch of clothes on Temu. Not as cheap as last year, though. I remember last year, she ran the cart. I told her just fill up the cart. And she ended up spending like $200. And she got like 20-something different outfits. And she got a backpack, and she got a water bottle, and a bento lunchbox. All for $200. And I'm fortunate enough where my school district, there are no school supplies for pre-K through 6. The elementary school covers all the school supplies for every single child in the school. So literally a parent does not have to buy a lick of school supplies, which I'm so fortunate for that. They will send something home that will say if you can donate. Usually it's like tissue boxes, expo markers, and headphones for your kid. But if you can't get them, then it's fine because there's extras and stuff like that. So yeah. So that's just what the rest of this month's looking like, is back to school shopping, wrapping up the summer, trying to finish that bedroom before fall, all the things. So yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this little chit chat video. I am tired at this point. My voice is already starting to crack, so I am done for the night. But anyway, let me know what you guys have been doing for your wax journey, if you are on one or if you're not on one. If you're on a weight loss journey, let me know your frustrations, because I was completely frustrated and down on myself this month, and I'm just going to turn it around and say, Amy, you know what? You got this. You know how to do it. Just get it done. All right. Anyways, guys, thanks for always liking, commenting, and subscribing. I appreciate all the love and support. And if you are not subscribed, please do so you can not miss out on my next video, when hopefully I will have lost weight. And check me out on all my social media platforms. I'm going to bed. Good night, guys.